At the end, I thought that we should play a game if you are up to. You have this great experience with grape varieties. I brought a few grape varieties from Central and Eastern Europe,
Okay.
and we should do a tier list of comparing them on their potential.
Okay.
What can they offer for the international wine market? It's very important. I want to mention we are not saying that some of them are good and other ones shouldn't be grown. Just their potential on the international market, because all of
Okay.
these are valuable and interesting. But let's compare them. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
And let's do a share. Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Perfect. So here are some of the grape varieties that I picked for you to rank in this tier list. Let's start with Grüner Veltliner from Austria.
Gruner Veltliner, I think already actually is pretty. It's pretty visible on the international market. Not as much as it could be. Great alternative to Sauvignon Blanc. It's not as explosive and maybe offensive. Granted, I like Sauvignon Blanc, but it's got this really snappy green, almost like Thai basil type of flavor, which I think is why I like it so much, because I lived in Southeast Asia for such a long time. It doesn't have super aggressive acidity. I think it's a grape that a lot of wine lovers love because of the quality price ratio, and it's got potential to be even greater.
Okay, so where should we rank this on our tier list?
Let's see here. What does S mean?
This is the top. S is the top notch.
Let's start right now. Let's go with A.
A, okay. Grüner Veltliner A. Okay, oh, I picked everything up. Next up is Frokupak.
I'm about to do a Prokupat's blind tasting video, actually, where I picked 10 of my favorite wines. But it's one of my favorite red wine grapes in the world. Not just Central Eastern Europe, in the world, because of its medium body, relatively low alcohol, and its spiciness. Plus, there is history. For me, it's like superior for me. Because of quantity, I don't know. I know that a lot of Serbian producers are planting it because they're seeing it as, hey, this can be our ticket to something special. Medium-bodied red wine, that's what the market likes. Let's put it at B for right now. Let's see okay. For me, I put it at an S, but let's say B.
Okay, great. Next up is Feteasca Neagră, the Romanian.
Feteasca Neagră, yes. Okay, actually, personally, I feel like I enjoy the Feteasca Neagră more in Moldova than Romania. Feteasca Neagră in Romania can be a little bit overripe for me for some people. It's plush and it's big and it's high in alcohol, which a lot of people like. I think the incense notes, to me, it can almost smell like Indian incense at times, can be a little bit off-putting for a lot of people. I do think it's a high-quality grape because it's a robust. Let's put it at C.
C, okay.
We can duplicate these two, right? I can put them in different lines, right?
Of course. You can, yes. Okay, next up is Posip.
Posip. Okay, Posip is a fantastic grape. It's one of Croatia's best grapes from the Dalmatian coast. Bigger in body, retains acidity in the warm heat, the summer heat of the Mediterranean. It can take oak aging and fermentation. Sometimes it can be Chardonnay or Burgundy-esque. I think it's unique. It's delicious. Almost all the time when I just did a charity tasting at Children's Hospital, everybody loved the Posip. Let's put it up there at A. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's a great grape.
Yeah, totally. Okay, Grashevina.
Grashevina, in your country known as Olas Riesling in Hungary.
Olas Riesling, exactly.
I actually personally have a video coming up. It'll come up this week about it being a grape that used to be known as a poor grape in the past, but actually is a high-quality grape. The only high-quality examples in the past were known for Austria. They were Botrytis wines. It's crispy, but not too acidic. To me, it reminds me a little bit of Verdicchio in Italy, another kind of obscure grape, but one of Italy's greatest white grapes. It can be complex. Let's put it at B, just because the price quality. There's producers that are making it at great price points and super complex wines. The only problem I have with the grape variety is nobody can agree and unify on one single name. Welsh Riesling, Olaus Riesling, Vlaschki Riesling, Riesling Vlaschki, Grashotz, Grashevina. That's the only problem that's holding it back. But I think the grape's of high quality. We'll keep it at B.
Okay. Kadarka.
Oh, Kadarka. I love the grape. Like a light red grape, kind of reminds me a little bit of Schiava / Grenache. It's spicy. You probably love it, being Hungarian, right?
For sure. For sure.
I love it, like the Pinot Noir of Hungary. However, because I've been in the vineyard before, when it's ready to pick, real thin skins, bursts easy, very difficult grape variety. Plus, the world doesn't necessarily love that light of red wine. I'm going to put it at D, just because it's probably a grape that's not going to travel very well. It's just difficult. It's difficult to grow. I don't know if your family's producing it, because I know there's some up there in Pennsylvania. It's really difficult. People lose their money making it. So I love it. I drink it a lot when I'm in Hungary because it's super affordable. Let's put it D, though.
Usually it is a passion project for Hungarian winemakers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the big boy, Kék Frankos.
Okay, before we get to Kék Frankos, there's a grape I love. I'm going to move, because we don't have any. I'm moving Prokupats to the S. Let's move Prokupats to the top line, because I love that grape so much.
Okay.
Kék Frankos. A, a.k.a. also known as Blaufränkisch, Frankovka.
Yep.
It's so funny, because the Austrians have adapted Blaufränkisch as their own, when actually that Hungary has the most plantings of Kék Frankos. I personally like Kék Frankos, and I say this very openly, not just because it's your podcast, to all my writing friends. I prefer it in Hungary. I prefer Hungarian Kék Frankos or German Lemberger, because they're usually a little bit lighter in style. I think, and it's really sad for me in Hungary that producers can't sell wines just labeled as Kék Frankos. You get these amazing wines labeled as Kék Frankos for next to nothing, because producers can't sell it. It's a grape, when done in the Hungarian style, where it's a little spicy, more kind of Pinot Noir or almost Sangiovese-esque, where it's tangy, got acidity, it's a little bit spicy. I think it's absolutely phenomenal price quality. Let's put it at A. I think there really is. The only problem is quantity, and the other problem is, unfortunately, Hungarians are not great at marketing, or not open to be great at marketing either, because it's
the complicated names are not really helpful. There was a girl in New York who was printing merchandise with the Hungarian grape variety names, because they were enjoying so much the names. Kék Frankos is not even that complicated, but when we get to the Irsai Olivers and
I can't remember. She's great. I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
Unfortunately, me neither. Okay, and the last one is Formint.
So you're near and dear to your heart, near and dear to mine. Responsible for Tokai, some of the greatest wines in the world. I love Formint. Unfortunately, here's a funny story. I just judged the Asian Wine Trophy in Korea, and I had a flight. I had a flight of dry Tokais. I had to explain to the panel a little bit more, because I was the one that was most familiar with it, since I go to Tokai often. We actually gave a dry Tokai a grand gold. I pushed them to give it a higher mark. Us wine geeks love it, but like Riesling, it's difficult. It's really high in acidity. It's really sharp. Formint, I know a lot of people want to compare it to Riesling, but it's only because of the high acidity. Formint is neutral, whereas Riesling is quite explosive, unfortunately. Formint also oxidizes easily. You get a lot of these dry Formints that oxidize after a year. So if it was geek like me and you, I'd be like A or S. But I think of the general public, I think it's more like E, to be honest. I mean, you even see producers in Hungary even have difficulty selling dry Tokai. It's just not an easy grape to sell. I love it. But if we're talking about realistic world market, we're going to put it at E.
Yeah, and it's too versatile. Lots of different styles are available, and consumers are probably having a hard time to understand what is Formint really about. Is it just Tokayasu, or what's up with these dry Formints? So it's quite complicated situation. Okay, I think this was great. I loved your ratings. And I hope you liked it as well.
No, that was a lot of fun.
Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here, or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section and see you in the next one.